Morning, a man is now in custody in connection to a February deadly hit and run. Police say 58-year-old Lisa Jaguar was hit by a car while crossing Pennsylvania Avenue in St. Paul just before 6:30 on February 16th. She died at the hospital less than a week later. Police say a security camera captured a suspect vehicle cutting through a gas station parking lot, and then tips from the public helped crack this case.
We really do appreciate the help from the public with all the information that they gave, as well as all of the different businesses and homeowners and everybody who provided video evidence to us.
In a recent statement, the victim's daughter says that she's thankful for everyone who worked so hard to give her mom the justice that she deserves. Right now, a St. Paul man is behind bars accused of shooting his ex-girlfriend and killing another man in her home. It happened Wednesday inside an apartment on Edmond Avenue. It's a few blocks from Allianz Field in St. Paul. According to charging documents, 22-year-old Krishan Pryor told police that he'd been staying at the woman's apartment and that another man came there with a gun arguing with that woman. Pryor told police he saw that man hit the woman with a gun, so he pointed his own gun at the man and the two started shooting. Although police noted that they don't think a second gun had ever been fired. Court documents show a history of domestic incidents between Pryor and his ex over several years. Turning to world news now, tensions continue to escalate between the United States and Iran as thousands more Marines deploy to the Middle East. That is according to two U.S. officials. The increase in troops comes as the death toll increases in the region as well. Iranian state media says more than 18,000 civilians have been injured since hostilities began. And in Lebanon, it's north of Israel, where Israel has renewed its strikes, the amount of death has passed 1,000 people this week. We now know Amy Bach. She is the mastermind of the Feeding Our Future scandal, will be sentenced on May 21st. A jury convicted Bach last March on multiple counts, including wire fraud and bribery for her role in that fraud scheme. Bach faces the possibility of decades in prison. Meantime, 3 more defendants pleaded guilty in the Feeding Our Future case connected to a prominent defendant. These 3 defendants are the mother, sister, and friend of Ikram Mohammed. Mohammed was a so-called consultant for Feeding Our Future who recruited others to take part in a $300 million fraud scheme. In return, Mohammed collected kickbacks and helped launder the money. She and her husband pleaded guilty earlier this week. There is one more guilty plea rescheduled for Monday, which will just leave Mohammed's brother going on trial alone in April. New this morning, the boy who saved his friend's life during the Annunciation shooting last year. You remember that? Victor Greenewalt? He'll be honored in Washington, D.C. next week.
My friend Victor saved me though, because he laid on top of me, but he got hit.
Your friend laid on top of you?
Yeah, and he got hit.
How can anyone forget that soundbite? Do you remember that? On March 25th, Greenewalt will receive the Citizen Honors Award in the Young Hero category. The committee that picks who gets the award said that he showed bravery beyond his years by protecting his classmate with his own body. The first tribally owned cannabis dispensary in the Twin Cities is now open for business. It's the Red Lake Nation, just held a grand opening in West St. Paul for their native KARE dispensary. It's located on South Robert Street. The opening builds on Red Lake's role as the first to launch recreational cannabis sales in Minnesota back in 2023.